Being GDPR and CCPA compliant doesn't have to be difficult. Let me show you a WordPress plugin that's going to make things really easy to set up. So let me show you how right now. Hey, what's up everyone? The plugin that I'm going to show you is called Complianz with a Z, all right? And it's a free plugin that you can start using right now. Head on over to your WordPress site, go to plugins, add new, and search for Complianz with a Z, all right? And it's this one right here. Go ahead and install it, activate it, and you're gonna have this brand new menu here that says Complianz. And this is where you're gonna get started. It's super easy to get started, right? Now, before I show you how, let me show you the sponsor for this video, which is Hostinger. They have affordable shared hosting plans where you can install right now your WordPress site, and it's super affordable, right? So jump over to the link in the description, go to hosting, web hosting, and in web hosting, you're going to be able to find their web hosting plans. Now, in this case, I'm going to recommend the business plan, which is $3.99 a month, but I'm going to show you how to apply an extra discount coupon code that's going to reduce the price even more. Now, once you are here, Hostinger is going to ask you how many months you want to pay in advance. I recommend 48 months. You lock in the lowest price, lowest renewal price, and you are good to go for 48 months, all right? Now, this is the current price, but if you apply my coupon code, which is SaaS Master, and apply it, the price is going to drop even lower to $172.37. So if you plan to grab a shared hosting plan, use my coupon code. Okay, so as I mentioned, this is super easy to set up. And when you set up this, you're going to get a consent pop-up that is enabled or disabled if you like. So let me show you the page. Let me go to this demo page. Here it is. I got a consent. You got your accept and your opt-out preferences, where this is also set up by Complianz for free. All right, it's going to automatically detect what plugins you're using, what permissions and why. So this is really great. Okay, so that way you don't miss out on some kind of the compliance that you need to add on the opt-out preferences. All right, now to do this, we're gonna get started with the wizard. In this case, I already started it, but I'll give you an idea how to set it up because it's super easy. And yes, they do have an upgraded version for some fine-tuning tweaks, but if you need that, then you jump into the paid version. But in this case, the free version is totally good. All right, now first thing is going to ask you which laws do you want to abide. All right, so in this case, worldwide visitors or certain places, for example, the European Union for GDPR, United States where it has the California rules, Colorado, etc. It has different ones. For example, I've selected United States, and I'm going to enable the states that I need to be compliant with. All right, and then I'm going to be asked, how does your site have visitors with login access to a restricted area of the website? So if you have a register and a login system, a membership, a store, etc., then you want to set yes to this. Okay, all of these settings are going to be needed in order to create the opt-out preferences. It's going to know what it's going to add here depending on your needs. Okay, then your cookie policy, so generated with Complianz, or do you have an existing cookie policy? So just go ahead and select this and use the URL or the page that you have already created here. In this case, I don't have a page, but I can set up a URL. Maybe it's an external domain. I can set it up here, or just generate it with Complianz. Okay, privacy statement, you can use generate with Complianz if you're on the upgraded version. In this case, you don't. Okay, so use an existing page, a URL, or none. In this case, I'll set none because I haven't set one up. But if you need to set one up, go to pages, add a new page, add your privacy statement, and then connect the existing page here. Okay, the imprint, existing page, URL or none, a disclaimer. Again, same thing goes with these. All right, save and continue. Then it's going to ask me who's the owner, what's the address, what's the country, the email, and the phone. Obviously, this is just demo data, but add the real data here, okay? Then indicate for what purpose personal data is processed via your website. So in this case, to sell and share data with third party, okay? So in this case, select the ones that you're going to use, save and continue. To sell or share data with third party, and then it's going to be the first name, the account name, and select everything you're going to be sharing with that third-party system that you're going to share the data with. Okay, save and continue. Security consent. Now, not many settings here because you have to have the upgraded version. So in this case, no. Respect do not track global privacy control. In this case, yes, but do select here if you need to select no. Right, save and continue. Once we're good to go, it's going to scan here for the cookies that this page is actually using. So it's going to know which plugins I'm using and what cookies they are using, and that's why it's found 69 cookies on my domain. Okay, so I have the list here that I can see. Here we go. Go ahead and continue. And then we have the statistics. Okay, so yes with Google Analytics if that's what I'm using, or no. In this case, I'm going to select no. But if you do select this, you need to add the details for this. Okay, go ahead and select next. Then the services. Do you want to use consent per service? No or yes. Does your website use third-party services? Obviously, most of us yes. select the type of third-party services used in your site. So Google Fonts, Google Maps, maybe reCAPTCHA, Adobe Fonts, just select the ones we have here. And there's show more for a bigger list, okay? Do you want to block reCAPTCHA before consent? Does your website contain embedded social media content? Yes. And I'm gonna say Facebook, Twitter, WhatsApp, etc. Does your website contain scripts for advertising purposes? In this case, no. Save and continue. The plugins that are found, 6 active service and integrations. So here's we go. These are the active ones, and these are the services. Save and continue. Here we go. It's finding the data with the cookie database.org, right? So it's doing its job. It's finding it. You can see here, check mark, check mark. This one didn't work. Sometimes these don't work, but it's fine as long as it finds most of them. Go ahead and continue. Do opt-out preferences. Do we want to change it or use the one we have already, or grab the short code here? Okay. Save and continue. Here we go. Opt-out preferences. Select the menu. I'm going to add it to the footer menu. Save and continue. Do you want to show a consent banner? Yes or no? Enable cookie and script blocker? Yes. Here we go. And now we are on the banner section. So we finished the opt-out preferences and the consent that we added there. Now we're on the banner, which is this one right here. Okay. So you can name it the banner, show everywhere, show on certain pages, hide preview, disable consent banner, dismiss on scroll, dismiss on timeout, etc. Go ahead and continue. And these settings are going to be tied to the management of this consent banner. Okay. Go ahead and continue. And there's also custom CSS, which is enabled here. I would think that would be in the upgraded version, but no, it's included. So that's pretty good, right? So here we go. We are done. Obviously didn't change the page because I already went through this setup wizard, but we are good to go. So you have a progress bar right here that's going to let you know what you need to do. In this case, what it's asking me here to do is jump into the premium so I can create my privacy statement, because I didn't add it, but I can add that there and get 100% right here. Now, one of the cool things is that this was free. I mean, this plugin is free. It's going to set this up. You got your opt-out information here. That's going to be sent out. Here, you got the place cookies. You don't have to do this manually. Browse device-based consent, functional statistics, marketing, etc. And my details for my business. Remember, this was just added for demo data, okay? But it's super easy to do it with this free plugin. Now, if you need more features, obviously jump into the upgraded version, but this is more than enough for most of us to be GDPR compliant. And that's a wrap for this plugin. Link in the description.